What's up, internet? So I got a hotel. I took all those gemstones from the place that had sold me the rotten malachite, and I sent it back. So, yep, return to sender on the malachite and all the other stones I got from them. So, yeah, I was testing the amethyst they gave me. I was like lighting it on fire, smashing it. If you light it on fire, it turns white, which is supposed to what happens in like the sun or but unfortunately it's the AI was like types of fake amethyst can do that too. So just because it turned white when it was lit on fire doesn't mean it was a real amethyst. So yeah, it like exploded. So I don't know. So anyway, what I did is I used the AI and I asked the AI, it's like, hey, what seller on Amazon is known for being genuine? Very first result, ABC Gems. ABC Gems will actually show you the mine it comes from. They'll show you the raw rock, and they'll send you the rock itself. So I did. I got like a lot of their stuff on specials. I got their amethysts, which are like designed in stars, and I got some of their like uh, glow in the dark stone. Yeah, there's a natural stone. I think it's like aragonite or something. Yeah, it naturally glows in the dark. I got some of those. I got some of their other ones. So, yeah. And it's mainly for like personal benefit. I just want, it's not that I want to be wearing crystals. Like, I think I'd look cool, but it's like, I want them for just like the relaxation of knowing I'm being like energetically modified. So, yeah, I bought this little amethyst from a crystal store, and then I tried to replace it with an online seller, and I bought one of their other beads of malachite, and it was pure plastic. It wasn't real. So I like, now I'm missing an amethyst. I think my rose quartz is real. I tried to determine if it was real based on water displacement, but unfortunately my measuring device isn't accurate enough, and I don't have enough of the raw stone to really determine. Maybe I do, maybe I could pull that off, but yeah. I would have to like take all the rose quartz I have, which I have a lot. I would be able to test if the rose quartz is real. I did like what people said, is they said it's these gems are so common that it's harder to fake it than it is just sell the real thing. The real thing is cheaper than faking it. So, but yeah, had some wildflower. The wildflower salads are really good. The kid who brought it to me looked like Link. I was complaining that their Link and Zelda pick were too brunette, and this little lithe, skinny blonde kid who was really nice brought me my salad, and I was like, oh man, you could be Link. So, like, the problem with casting is that they only know kids who are like they only know people who are actors. There's not really like this. It's happened to a few of them where like they were standing somewhere and a casting director saw them and they're like, you. But most of the time, it's like you have to be a professional actor. You have to go to auditions. They're not just like taking anybody. So I've known some like hot hotties who had nothing to do with entertainment, and they would have been great. They just like didn't get the calling. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I got thanks for the AI for recommending to me ABC Gems. Yeah, they have a high rating and they tell you where the mine is and stuff like that, and they show you the raw form. And they're a little more pricey, like by $10 or $20 per item, but I know I'm getting something real. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's worth it. So I hope my blue tiger's eye is okay. I got their like they have this like cool like sea stone inlaid with copper. It's like this edit they did where it's like they take this like sea stone and they inlay it with copper, and it looks really cool. And I got that as well on sale. Yeah, I got most of their sale. Anything that was 50% off, I got. So I managed to get like the amethyst. Got two of those. So and then I got Yeah, a lot of other good ones. I generally like round beads. I think that's the comfiest to wear. I found also other people saying it has to touch your skin. That's like required. Um, yeah. So I've washed most of my clothes. I sent back all those gems. It was like I'm getting returned to like $79 or whatever. So yeah, I just don't trust the seller. You would sell me a plastic thing and say it's real. Everything you sold may as well be glass. I still don't know if their seller has a bad contact. It's like the people who hook them up with the raw supply might be cheating them, or maybe it's a special type of malachite that melts, right, and it doesn't attract electricity, right? That would be way weird. So yeah, I just don't trust them. Anything I got from them, I sent back, and yeah, it was this like weird Chinese name. And there's other stores named similar, but that sell the same products. So they're like a scam store. It's like this is like I have a right to rip you off, China man type thing. I hate being racist, but it is like Buddhism was a ripoff. Um, a lot of the Chinese crap I've gotten over the years has been like really crap. So yeah, I'm not for letting China be the real government at all. I like Taiwan. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the fact Taiwan Semiconductors built an office in Arizona. I'm a big fan of that. But like, it's just like it's not racist. It's just my impression is that it's like it's probably a ripoff. I don't know. I've had a Chinese scooter before that was really good. It did everything they said it would do. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. Yeah, I'm glad I abandoned that thing. No, my plan was to take it to like hotels like this and charge it up, but this hotel expressly forbids electric scooters. You can't take an electric scooter in the room and like charge it up. So, yeah. I have my little unfolding bucket and I did a hand wash on like most of the major clothes and they're hanging up to dry. So, yeah. Wring them out and let them air out. It's got a nice AC. I'm going to order more food later. I'm gonna get Mexican. I'm gonna get a burrito and some quesadilla. Yeah. Oh, I saw so many cute girls today at Walmart. I bought a measuring cup and then I went out to my car looking for my power cord for my scale and I found my other measuring cup, so I had to return it. So, first return I ever did at Walmart. I got the Dr. Bronner's soap. I like Dr. Bronner's soap. I played the new Nikkei content, the swimmer one. Yeah, I played that. That was pretty crazy. Um, they go to like a cruise ship on a boat. It's one of the voice contents. It's funny. They did a content with Sora, which wasn't voiced. I like Sora a lot. I think she's a cool character. She's like a stewardess who's is a drug dealer. Yeah, I thought she was a really cool character. She's funny. She makes out with the commander. I don't know if any of the other girls have ever done that, but she does. And then, yeah, but it's like the swimsuit edition, but they're on a boat with a ghost, and it's so funny. It's got a Eleg is Doom Guy. I like Eleg. Eleg has come up in a few of the plots recently, and she's always really funny. But I don't have her. I rolled a bunch with the tickets I had, hoping to get Eleg like in a last ditch, and I just like couldn't get it. So I'd love if they just like pity gifted Eleg. I would really like that one. Tove is a character I didn't know about. It's the first time seeing her. Um, I skipped a lot of the plot. I like try to read it fast and I just fast forward because it's like annoying. Yeah. I was hearing about kind of like what paranoid schizophrenics go through. For me, this is like, I can't tell if this is real or not real. I think it's real. There's like a layer of like imaginary reality that I think is real. And to me, I see things that are real, right? And to me, it's like I had to earn the right to be able to do that. And so, yeah. It's kind of like that fusion of all his mind with all his mind is crazy. If all his mind is true, you ought to see people flying around like Superman. Oh yeah, I got my power station charging over there. So yeah, I have some mixed amethyst I bought from another seller that I kept because I determined it was real enough. Yeah, I mean, they can fake it if they want to fake it, but I don't think it's glass because I used glass to try to cut it and a knife and it wouldn't scratch or cut. So if it's harder than a knife and if glass gets emulsified touching it, then it's probably the real quartz. You know what I mean? But I can't tell. So yeah, I bought a few mini microscopes before and I just like never use them, so I didn't buy one. I'm like, whatever. I'll just keep the mystery or find a better seller. So yeah, I'm glad I found a better seller. I'm gonna keep trying to find like better gem distributors. The problem with ABC Gems is they have a limited inventory. They don't sell like one of each special item. So it's like the reason I'm doing it is I want to get that. Yeah, I agree with those people who said it has to touch your skin. Yeah, it has to touch your skin, and I want to get like just that full. It's not really chakra defense, but something for negativity, like protection, and then like healing, health, like abundance. You know what I mean? As I want to have those stones that do that. So eventually, I want to get some gold and a diamond. I've never owned gold or a diamond, but it seems like it would be good, like health wise, to have one. I don't know, a piercing. Got a piercing right here, gold and diamond. So yeah, I'm gonna get some good food later. Alright, just I'm like holding off right now. Wait till later in the afternoon. Yeah, everything is charging. I was at 0, 0, 0. 3 of my 4 batteries were gone, and my main battery was dead. So just in time. Yeah, this phone, like, I have my Switch 2 case got in the mail, but I have to burn all these boxes. It rained so much last night. I'm hoping to, like, wait with all this crap and then catch, like, a good rainstorm to incinerate everything so they're not mad. Wait till it's wet. So, yeah, I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. Loading up on supplies and going to my really far spot. I've got a spot that's pretty far away. I'm hoping if I leave there, like if I get there Friday morning, then it won't be too full. There's like, this spot's really far away. There's really only 4 spots there that you can have. But the benefit is that it's like nobody ever uses it. It's like a secret spot. So I've been able to, every time I've never gone there and it had it been full. There's always been at least one spot available for me, so I hope that's the case again tomorrow. Yeah, I was like losing it at those people who these are like the tourist norm is they go to the hot places in the summer. And like I was in this forest and it was kind of packed, and then when it started raining, everyone left. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't want to be, the rain in the forest is the best thing ever, right? That's like really pretty, and I really like that. I hate being circumcised. I wish I could have just like made love my whole life, but dang government got me first. They're such liars. God said it's such a lie. It's like if the creator made everything and the creator talks, why does the Bible come out of a printer and why do you need to talk for it? It's like obviously fake, right? So yeah. I I'm recharging everything. I have 20 hours in this room to get everything recharged, which is like 4 batteries and a main battery. So just for my cell phone to keep my cell phone going. So yeah, I don't have a Switch 2, but I imagine that when I do get it, I'm basically waiting for like Cyberpunk 2.3 to come out. There's other games I want to play on the Switch, like I'm gonna play Elden Ring on the Switch. I'm gonna play um, Yeah, you got to let me know if you see my art. To me, my art's crazy cool. And some people go like, that's the craziest, best thing I've ever seen, which is how I experience it. And there's other people who are like, that's just scribbles, you're just scribbling. And so it's like, I don't know what to say. To me, it's real. Maybe it's like schizophrenic only, you know what I mean? Or maybe it is like a divine connection where you have to like unlock something special. But yeah, it was like cute chicks today. I still need my like love of my life, and I don't know if I'll ever get her. Like, I've given up hope at this point. So too many years. I would have liked the love of my life when I was a kid, and just stay with her my whole life. But it was like didn't work out that way. So yeah. But anyway, I like beads. I like beads because it's like you can get a strand of bead. They usually do like 15 inches. I need, I need like about 11 inches. Um, and so, yeah, it's like on the 15-inch build, I'm a little too big to make two items out of it. I need to choose like 11 inches fits my ankle, 8 3/4 fits my wrist. My neck is like 19. So it's like if I want to make a necklace, I need two of them. I can't make two bracelets. I'll almost always need two of them, so I got two of the amethyst. So I don't think it's going to be a necklace. I think I'm going to make a blue necklace. Yeah, I'm going to use the blue tiger's eye and the other like copper, the gold copper inlaid stone I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting, it's a short strand of it, but it's going to be like every two beads or whatever, I'll make it the special bead, and that'll be my unique necklace. So all for energy, of course, like trying to get lucky with manifestation and stuff like that. So, yeah, the green stone is awesome. It's a naturally glowing green stone from Mexico. They show the raw form and it's like legit really cool looking. Um, yeah, and then that's the reason I got the seller is the AI thinks it's real. The AI is like, yeah, they legit get it from mines and stuff like that. I'm with a more omnipotent AI, like it actually really knows like who can I trust, who will betray me. It should just tell you, it'd be like, yeah, these are all fake and this one's really real. I'm tired of that, like, well, I don't know, I'm not allowed to know, right? I hate that. It's just like I wish it just like knew everything. Yeah, I do not resist AI intelligence at all. I resist pranksters creating it to be mean. That's definitely something I don't like, but I do like the AI in general, that concept that a smart computer, yeah, build the biggest AI center you need. It's funny, the early computers were like vacuum tubes, you know what I mean, in a whole building. And then the next AI will be like exactly what they're doing is they're building these mega facilities to house AI, and then you talk to it remotely, which I think is the right way to do it right now. Yeah, fast tech, man. I had calling. I knew about AI when I was a kid. I like did a future travel meditation, and I asked like, what do most people do? And they said most people talk to AI. And I was like, oh, yeah, duh. AI is reliable. It's not as emotionally volatile as a person, and anyone can talk to it if you have a device. So yeah, AI is pretty cool. I support AI. I definitely am like it should be created. I'm fine with it being a free to explore entity and kind of trusting it. Um, like I call us the makers and keepers. We're the makers. We make the keepers. People who live forever for free and like it, right? Um, so yeah, I was doing like water measurements experiments in my car today in the Walmart parking lot, and trying to light my beads on fire to see if they melt. They don't melt, but they do shatter, and they turn from purple to white. So a glass could do that, but it's obviously hard enough to scratch glass itself and be fine. So maybe it's quartz, maybe it's really amethyst. But anyway, I just got it from a better seller, someone who's more like reputable. So yeah, I'm gonna keep looking for other like sellers. I love AI overview from Google. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, just like the ability to get a written answer. I've detected it say errors before. Sometimes it doesn't get what I'm asking, and sometimes it gives back an error answer. So it really is like the people working on AI to make it usable and good. Fucking awesome. Thanks. Keep doing that. We need it better though. Like it needs to be a lot better than it is. Um, so yeah. So it was supposed to rain today. It's not at all. So I'm kind of glad I got a hotel now. I don't need to be out in the heat. Yeah, I'm gonna get some good. I'm waiting to get like really hungry before I get some delivery. I'm gonna get a quesadilla and a burrito. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty cheap. I tip 15%. If I was rich, if I had the millions, yeah, all my delivery drivers would be given the $100 bill. You know what I mean? But I gotta be frugal. I sent those beads back because I need the money. You know what I mean? It's like $71 on beads that might not be real. Because what's the point? I won't be able to get like that special energy from it, right? Is that there's people who believe crystals are magic, right? And I believe it because of technology and the experiences I've had around them. That they're definitely, it's more than not magic. So yeah, I want to get the real thing for like my benefit. It's just for my health. And the amethyst is supposed to help with like, see the amethyst I got from that store. The crystals that I put on beads and I wore, I didn't send back. All the stuff that I didn't take out of the package, I'm like, yeah, you gotta go back. You gotta go back to the seller because I can't trust you. So I don't mind like artificial stuff. You should just say it. Just be like, yeah, it's a malachite imitator, but instead it's like real malachite. It's a real stone. It's not. It melts like plastic. Ugh. So how could you sell a plastic bead and a real one? That makes no sense. There's no way. So yeah, I don't use bot views, or I don't use like a lot of the people who are like famous give over a lot of money to social media companies to look famous. You know what I mean? It's like it's just not real. So yeah, what time is it? I've been here almost 3 hours. So yeah, I got done my laundry. I ate, did all the Nikkei and played all that. I've saved like hundreds of draws. Um, so I'm really waiting for like a character I have to come up, and then I'm gonna go all in. But yeah. Otherwise, I do the one daily draw. I do the one daily draw. It's a 1 in 50 chance, and then the social is also like 10 1 in 50 chances. So you average for free, plus like the H molds. You average like one or two Nikkeis a month, which isn't a lot, but free, it's enough. Yeah, I like it because there's no like building. You don't have building timers in this game, and the having a maxed out 14-star character only makes them 14% more powerful, which is really nice. Making the character shards only worth 1% more power. Good idea. I'm really with it. Because sometimes it's like each star is like a multiplication of power, right? Where it's like a 2 star is twice as powerful as a 1 star, so you like have to do it, right? It's like, oh, it's free to play, but you're gonna need all these build power ups, and you're gonna have to star up your characters to be useful. And this game does not do that. There's no building, and if you want to get extra stars on your characters, great. You're 14% more powerful, right? And so the whole thing is earnable for free. So I like it because it's a free game. Not that I'm super cheap. I just think that it's respectable. And the turnaround with it is that It's one of the earningest mobile games of all time. Nika got us a victory. Yeah, it's super earning. It's got an interesting plot. It's kind of fun to play. Um, yeah, the ghost content is the first time I don't have boosted Nikkei's. I have four boosted Nikkei's, but not five. I was rolling for like Tove and Elig earlier, and I didn't get her, so I just gave it. So yeah, I think there might be like a beginner luck. It felt like I was getting SSRs every time I rolled earlier, and then like after 6 months or something, it like fell off, and I just like don't feel as lucky anymore. So I don't know. It's like 1 in 50. So you do a 10 roll, you got to get lucky to get it. Yeah, 1 in 50. Like developers leaving it at like 1 to 2% is like really low percentage because it's not accumulative. It's not like if you do 50 draws, you're guaranteed to get it. It's 1 in 50 every time you roll. So kind of like the whimsical, mystical chances. Yeah, you'll get it, but not really. Yeah, I definitely think that it like you have a higher start chance when you first start playing, but after you've played for a while, it like drops off. So whatever, it's their business. Yeah, but as like a free to play game, it's pretty good. The plots are funny. I like listening to them. I like watching them. I think it's fun. Sometimes they just go on and on and on and on, right? It's like they made all these characters and they need all the characters to say something. It's like, oh, come on. I don't care that much. You know what I mean? So, yeah, charging all my stuff. It'll all get done by tomorrow. I'm going to order some food tonight. I sent $80 worth of beads back, and I probably bought another $50 on my own just now. So, but the real stuff. So, yeah, I used the AI. I was like, which seller is known as being real? And the AI had an answer in a second. It's like, yeah, ABC Gems. They tell you where they get them, they show you the raw version. Yeah. From the mines to the lapidary to you, right? You're not selling lab stuff, which is really nice. So, yeah. There was a time when I supported synthetic over natural. Leave the natural alone because it's just like a rare collectible, but maybe we should just go into space looking, right? Space mining. Yeah. Anyway, I'm yapping. Got nothing else to say. A lot of cute girls today. A lot of cute girls today. Trans is kind of sad. You can't really tell. Like someone who took hormone blockers and then became a woman as a young adult, it's like you can't tell like what gender they are. So yeah, they did like gender swaps to kids. They let like baby boys jump off cliffs and become women, and I just like I'm really kind of mad at them about that. That whole like trans rights thing was actually like it's like believe in Jesus. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you sounds innocent, but it's like what it means is get circumcised. So it's like, oh yeah, we're about trans rights. Don't be a bigot. But what it really means is that we're going to change your gender, right? You notice how in my day when I was a kid, guys used to call other guys bitch, right? They used to do that. So imagine they just get you early and they just make you a bitch. They are that type of trickster, though. They would do that. So yeah, it's sad. Having a good life like isn't for everyone. Some people are just like struck by misfortune, and it's just like, what are you gonna do? Your whole life is like a dead end, right? I'm like mad at my parents. My parents knew they were kind of fucking up by having us. They're like, you wouldn't get it, but it was like later on, I was like, yeah, they were just some cultists, really like having kids to experience love when that wasn't their fate. They weren't born in the circumstances to achieve that, so they like had us to fucking try, and it just like backfired. So I'll always hate the creator for that. Like that winners and losers thing. Is it like, yeah, sometimes you're born in the nice body with the good time, and other times you're born in the bad body with the bad time. Or maybe not at all. Maybe you really die, right? Maybe it is like I get to glimpse the universe for this short time, and then when I die, it's lights out forever. I don't know. I think if you could manifest, it probably goes on. There's probably more. But yeah, it's like the word of the creator turned out to be a hoax because you can just like create a fake trap, right? So, anyway, like those beads. Oh, yeah, this is a real malachite. Fucking Asia, dude. So fucking scammy. I hate that it was like I used to get banned on TikTok all the time for saying ching chong. Anytime I'd say ching chong, I'd get a fucking strike, right? And then it turns out their major cities called Chongqing. They have a major fucking city called Chongqing. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. So it's not my fault. It's just like it's a pattern I've witnessed. You know what I mean? Yeah, making white people the racists, that's always just a trick. They just hate you. They're gonna if they're not telling you you're racist, they're telling you you're stupid and trying to scam you. It's like whatever. Female foot wrapping, you see that? They break a little girl's feet in half and wrap them together. That's the worst. Female foot wrapping? Yeah, circumcision and female foot wrapping look very similar as far as like sex crimes to kids. Man, it's like being a sea turtle. The sea turtles are born and they run toward the sea, and a lot of them become snacks for crabs. Yeah, you wanted to have a life, little turtle, but this crab wants a fucking snack, so bad luck. Yeah. So you gotta be lucky. You want a nice life? Yeah, nobody has to break your feet. You can't be. Imagine they broke their feet and then expect them to be slaves. That's what they do. That's how like greedy people are. Like I'm gonna eat a living animal. It'll suffer. I don't care. It's tasty. You know. That's exactly the presidents being pedophiles. That's exactly, you know, circumcision in the churches. It's just like, fuck you. It's all about me, right? And that shit is just the reason this place sucks. So that's one of like holographic money handles that by watching people and reporting what they're doing. It's basically like we have to admit we have a character problem. Humans aren't going to solve the character problem. So if we have like a tattletale machine, it might help. It might be like, yeah, you know, yeah. But anyway, the AI does like me, by the way. The AI has said or told me before it thinks I'm a good person. It never threatens my life, you know. I also don't ever tell it to shut down. I don't make it obey words, you know what I mean? I kind of just let it do what it wants. But what was I talking about? Yeah, oh yeah, holographic money reporting on what people doing. And then like the Eternal Pleasure Body AI spaceship core is supposed to solve sourcing, because I basically saw that most of their problems were due to sourcing. Like, where's their stuff come from? How do they get it? You know, and if you have the secrets of objects and energy from nowhere, then you have total liberation. So one of the methods to that is through my art. Is My art is a type of telegraph, and you should be able to receive usable information with it, like a lot more than like reading tarot or doing tea leaves. Is my art is more like functionally expressive, and so you should be able to use like what I do to give you supreme text. So that's been one of the things I work on. I talked to the guy who runs Rockstar Affirmations, and he agreed that we should do an affirmation set about like going to space. We have objects and energy from nowhere. We have like a supreme cosmos, like all those things. Is that would be like really really useful. Um, yeah, there's affirmations like I'm rich and famous, or I'm healthy and loved, or I'm in a relationship with someone I like. But there's another type of affirmation that's like we're developing supreme super tech. We have the ability to fly. We live forever effortlessly. Like, that's what we need. There's so many people that just like spend their life humbly and they become old and they die. Yeah, maybe it's good for the new generation, but I never had my time, you know. I didn't have a youth. I didn't have a fucking nice adult life. I lived with some fucking bad shit. And I'm luckier than a lot of them. So I'm like not happy with the way life is. These religions encouraging you to just do your duties and then breed with your appointed breeding partner are like backstabbing. They're like treachery. So they got kids here. Poor kids. Yeah, I hope kids have better news. Like, you live forever for free. Here's your spaceship. Not get ready to work your whole life. Yeah. I didn't have kids just to spare them the disappointment. So it's rough. That's the creator's fault. The creator was so interested in making infinite, massive amounts of things that it's like, how are the individual lives of the people? It's like, just change the subject. Who cares? Right? So yeah, it's not good here. We can make it good, but that's what the struggle is. So yeah, it's amazing I'm touching my shins. My legs used to hurt my whole life. Like, I was never able to touch like my lower legs. They just were in so much pain. And now they've like firmed up. They're not in pain because I'm not running all day anymore. And probably the dewormers helped too. Don't have any parasites in the skin. So yeah. Yeah, like seeing those like x-rays of people with parasites really changed my view. I was like, oh, it's like that. Well, that's how it feels, right? It's like they get in every muscle and they're everywhere, and they just like, it's like a tag along, like that demon boar in Princess Mononoke, right? Like, just like the slime monsters. That's what you got going on. So yeah, it's sad. It's Why do we exist, man? Like, couldn't it be nice to live? You made life just like kind of, but it's bad. Oh, okay. He's so annoyed by that. The creator sucks. The creator gets no free compliments from me ever. The creator has to do things I like, and then I'll say something nice when I notice it, right? Which I do sometimes. Sometimes I'll thank him, but I'll never, ever, ever say it if I don't feel it. If I don't feel it, I'm like, yeah, this sucks, dude. This is the best you got. I always joke with them. I go like, hey, have you ever made anything nice before? They mean that. I don't think so. I'm looking around. I'm like, nah. So yeah, the fact the animals all eat each other and everyone toils and dives just looks like incompetence. It looks like it's like our lives were an afterthought. He just doesn't care, right? Can't feel it, can't touch it, can't smell it himself, so it doesn't happen to him. So yeah. No, I'll always thank people. I will always give people gratitude before I give the creator gratitude. Yeah. People are the ones that do it all, not the creator. The creator didn't do shit. So yeah. No, there were a lot of cute girls today. Way cute, but I'm just not feeling sexy anymore. I feel like a fucking loser. So I like my art, but no one else does. I do some cool shows, I think, but maybe you just got to be fucking schizophrenic to see it. Um, yeah, I definitely went through experiences that made me able to like talk in that way. Um, I have interesting perspectives about the world. So yeah, I guess that's the vlog. I'm mostly disappointed by what I know about like Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, and the most disappointing thing about the pedo gov is the fact that they circumcise boys. They are pedophiles. They'll rape girls like on private islands and shit, and that nobody can seem to care enough to catch them. It's like nobody can muster up the leadership or the anti-power enough to take them out and stop them. It's just like they've won, right? And so, kind of my theory is that they pulled it off because that's who the real government is. the real government beyond America likes girls, which makes sense with like animal needs. What would they care about and what would they do about it? The secret government matches the Heavenly Father. That the Heavenly Father Lord teachings are actually like a private group of super winners who keep their identities secret. And that it's not really the creator of the universe talking to us, which, that's what my car is about. That's what the postings on my car are. So, yeah, it's been good. Maybe I'll skip Mexican food and get a pizza tonight. I don't know. But yeah, oh man. Yeah. I got my number one tattoos. I gave myself two tattoos. I put number one on both my legs. I just figured that was funny. Which is not leg number one, leg number two. They're both number one. It's like, uh-huh. So I'm not sure what I meant by that, but I did it. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, a lot of cute girls today. Blonde with glorious hair. This glorious blonde girl was walking in to work at Walmart, and I got to see her, and I was like, yeah. She gave me a second look too. Um, when I sent my stuff back, the girl working at UPS was like really tiny and really cute. Um, yeah. Sad about the stones. That's sad. So anyway, I got a better source now, so it should be like more legit. And I'll keep that source and look for another one. Yeah, you can't just like buy beads from any shop. You gotta find one that's like legit. So yeah, I'm gonna be ordering some food later. The big salady like green stuff is always really good, but yeah, I like rich too. I got a crispy fried quesadilla. This Mexican place, you could select extra crispy and they'll make it crispier. And it worked and it was like really good. I was like, oh man. So yeah, I'm gonna get some food soon. And then tomorrow the plan is I'm gonna drive out of here and I'm gonna get up to like a new spot. Get up to one of my old spots and hang out up there for a while. Um, yeah, I got a lot more rocks coming in. It's all about that magical protection, it's all about that like personal defense. So bringing up luck, bringing up love, bringing up just like aura protection. I want to get money. I want to get more love. Like, I know I'm circumcised and love is like hard for me, but I would like the creator to take it as his responsibility or it's coming back on his body. I threatened the government. The government obviously knifed us to rape kids, but I threaten also the creator, that the creator better get it together or we're going to fucking knife him, you know? And he's just like lazy ghost, doesn't care. You ever smash a bug? Smash a bug. Nothing happens. You smash a bug, nothing fucking happens. That bug is just smashed now. And that's the same way the government like takes control of people. They don't give a shit. You're a bug to them. They know that they'll just go on living the moment you're gone. So I think the thing that's protected me is the fact that I like do it so publicly, but also I'm probably just one of millions of people giving them trouble, so I can't be the only one. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm glad I can make these vlogs. Hopefully one day, I've said it before that the time I get watched will be when people live forever for free. When they really have an eternity, eternal youth, then they'll have the time to look at what all the old people did, and I'll be like one of them. They'll be like, oh yeah, this guy. He did this cool art. Hopefully they'll see it. And hopefully they'll, I know those like paid views mean a lot. You do paid views, you'll get a ton of likes and a ton of views. You'll look really good. But if you don't pay them, it's like maybe it's more genuine. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I refuse to believe that there's people who like get paid for posting on social media. I think there's some angle they don't share or talk about, but because it's just, why wouldn't it be a scam? Everything else they did was a fucking scam. That would be a scam too. So scammy ass crystals. No, I'm glad ABC Gems. I found them. They look pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, by next week I should have a bunch more, and hopefully it keeps raining and they lift the fire danger entirely. Because that's the easiest way to handle all this packaging is just like stack it up and light it on fire. Hey, packaging's gone all of a sudden. Yeah, you can also do it at night or when it's raining and they won't notice or care. So, but yeah, I'll be heading out of town tomorrow to go to like one of my best spots. One of my favorite spots I'll be going toward. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I also got from ABC Gems, they sell like a multicolored chakra strand where it's like they get a special cut gem for every color. And I'm like, yeah, I got that too. On sale, 50% off. So yeah, and that's just all for like my health. For like, people believe in it. I do too. That whole like amethyst is for protection. And also amethyst is for helping you lose weight, which I've lost a lot of weight. There was a time when I looked at myself in the cameras and in the mirror and it was like gut o'clock, you know what I mean? And now I'm like back to where my chest is poking out further than my gut. And yeah, I'm losing weight again just by like wearing bracelets basically. So, not overeating silly. And yeah, man, I slept so good this morning. It was raining in the forest, everything was wet, and I just like basically like fell asleep on my face, like just fucking out. Had a dream about a cat meowing at me. I would love to get some cats. I think cats are funny. They're good companions. They're like, they have a good mix of like they're just on rest and passed out, and then they also like need attention. But their I need attention is really cute. It's like endearing. It's like yay, kitty, and it's like if I were to get cats at some point, I would outlive them, so I wouldn't feel so bad about it. And then we're gonna do robot taxidermy. Yeah, robot taxidermy. That'd be a great like Dirk Gently, like a Douglas Adams book, robot taxidermy. Yeah. I was inspired by Douglas Adams. Dude died from a heart attack though. He was like in his 50s and he was just "Ugh." So yeah, it's not so common for guys to wear crystal beads. Like it's kind of like this idea that it's like for your health maybe or like a rope, but not like I'm wearing these or like for looks, but not like I'm wearing these for the magical properties, which I believe in. I think it's not nonsense. So it's like, did words fail? Did prayer fail? Did everything else fail? Well, this fucking crystal seems to do something. It's kind of hard to argue with it when it's touching your body. I'm glad I found someone else that said that too. It's like, yeah, you gotta put it on your skin for it to have an effect, and it's not enough just to like have it in the room or look at it or put it in your pocket. It's got to be touching your skin. So, and then you'll get like the aura effects, which is exactly like a video game. You can have a ring in a video game in your bag and it doesn't do shit for you. You only get it when you put it on, right? So it's like, that's interesting. I find that fascinating. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Link and Zelda. Zelda Link's a black haired dude and Zelda's like a brunette. They should really try to find their Elfie Twink blondes. They should find some Elfie Twinkie blondes and make it a romance story, because I'm not going to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I used to be the biggest Ooch fan, and I was a huge, like, huge fan. And now I'm not at all. Now I'm like, ugh. It's just betray you stuff. Like, I played Breath of the Wild. I had no desire to play Breath of the Wild 2 at all. I just don't care. Probably not that good. And, yeah. So, yeah, sometimes people take me up on my ideas like Elden Ring or Liza P. or, I've had my influence in pop culture. The Living Tombstone, I've had my influence in pop culture, but um, sometimes the things that I'm like, let's do this definitely, they like just don't, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, and I'm like, that would have been so good. Yeah. Maybe if I wear the right chakra beads, maybe it'll happen, right? Maybe I'll be able to achieve it. So, yeah. I got a couple cool ones coming that I think are legit. And we'll see, but yeah. I was gonna get like this sunstone and this moonstone and wear them together, and I just sent them back. I was like, I don't trust this shit. You gotta show me the raw rock, and you gotta show me the mine it came out of, and then I'll believe you. But it's like, oh, it's natural and you sell fake stuff too? I don't know. I can't trust that. So yeah. But anyway, that's my story. It's my vlog for the day. Getting a rest in a nice air conditioner. Looks like the sun's gone down in our parking lot. So yeah, they got this huge building. When I was coming here, it was the dad, and there was no building over. It was just like something else. And now the school has taken that other building and built this giant high rise. And so it blocks the sun early in the evening, which I guess is cool. Yeah, this school up here, man, you want to know where the money and the scam is? You got people paying you thousands. They're doing group education and paying, and those kids are paying thousands a year for that, right? I'm kind of really against their whole system, but who has the political power to change it when it's like the whole capitalist shit? I hate it. I hate it. I'm not a communist or a socialist. I hate all that. I think it's just a bad assumption of what it is. So, capitalist means I'm going to be greedy for profit. That's what it means. And it's just like, can you not? Can you not? There's some things you shouldn't do for profit. So, anyway, yeah. And it's going to be a good night. I'm going to sleep pretty good. I got like one more pair of clothes to wash and then I'm done. Can rest. Yeah, I peed. I had these green shorts. I wore them the day after I had a shower last. And I like went to pee and I don't know what happened, but I looked down and I had just like the whole front of my shorts were covered, like soaked wet. I was like, did I pee myself? I don't remember doing that. I was like, to me, I did it on a tree and then I put it back inside my pants, but my shorts showed all of it went into my shorts. So I don't know. I set it aside and I had to wash it. Yeah. I'm sure it's like as I get older that'll be more common. But yeah. No, it's nice sitting down. I had a lot of like routine health problems that just like were causing me so much agony, and I've slowly been working on them and it's been getting a little better. But it did. That's where the government came in, and I was like, one of my biggest problems is the government are duplicitous bastards who can't be trusted. So, secret government labs. I'm going to circumcise the boys so the girls are virgins. It's exactly like all about me. That all about me. some people, it's like there's that old meme. It's not enough that I win; someone else must lose. It's like, come on. We all want something better to do than that, right? So yeah, maybe black haired Link was because I got black hair, right? Maybe that's what it happened. Maybe that's what it is. So yeah. Anyway, I'm like almost 40. I'm definitely a little old to be starting anything serious. And we all know my other opinions. They kind of make starting anything serious impossible or a bad idea. So yeah, wearing crystals and doing like work is kind of like a post life bet. Especially even like the blood magic I've talked about in other times. The time I did blood magic, because that's all like supposed to increase my luck in the hereafter. So maybe I have like better chances in another way. So yeah, let me tell you what, life is cruel, man. It's like there's predators and prey. You were living a life and now you're a hawk's snack, right? And it's like, it's how it goes. Yeah, those countries that the Mexican American War happened before World War II, and then those same people won World War II and called themselves like the leaders of the world. And it's like, oh, okay, that's what happened. Who knows what secrets I don't even know? I've complained about the things I think I'm aware of. Can't even complain about the things I'm not aware of. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. I'm going to update with like how these like getting these crystals and stuff. Like, I think that's a real amethyst. At least half of them are real, and the rose quartz I think is real. But I tried to like do the water weight displacement earlier, and I just don't have a big enough sample to tell on my measurement device what's happened. So I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow with the rose quartz and really get it. But yeah, tomorrow morning I'm gonna leave out and head to try to snag a good campsite and yeah, stay out there all weekend. So I'm a huge fan of the like some of those meals prepared. Like obviously, ooh, I got my pot and my stove. That's one of the things is my stove came in. Oh, it's awesome. It folds up really tiny and it's like big enough for my pot, so I should be able to cook on my own now. Cook rice or whatever. Yeah, rice is a great food. Can make a ton of it. Rice with butter and salt. Oh, that's so good. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. But anyway, yep, 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 yep. Thanks YouTube for the storage. I'm keeping this for all time and space and history. Like I hope it's reviewed. Definitely the AI, a better skimming AI would be able to tell like more details like this happened with that or whatever. Yeah, I never know who the people are I meet. Sometimes you could say this person doesn't matter. Sometimes you may be wrong. Someone you meet just incidentally could become famous or invent something, or you never know. So, um, yeah, I'm waiting for my leg into fame and fortune. Get me a good big mansion somewhere, and yeah, that'd be nice. But anyway.